Playing eFootball multiplayer in 2025 is very much easier now. Yes, in this video, I'm going to take you through the process on how to do that. So as a gamer, we welcome you to the new gaming community. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and wait for more updates. So we'll name this phone player 1 and name this one player 2. The next step, we're going to be doing connection between Wi-Fi and hotspot. We're going to be turning on hotspot for player 1 and we'll turn on Wi-Fi for player 2. Make sure you follow this step carefully and never mess up anything. Follow up the steps now. All you need to do here is to make sure your Wi-Fi and the hotspot is successfully connected. My phone hotspot doesn't have password on it. I intentionally took it out. Regularly, I used to share data with my friends and also play multiplayer with them. This is the reason behind me taking out my hotspot password off. When I'm trying to do a connection with my friends, I don't want it to be in a delayed way. I know a lot of you might be having password on your hotspot. Make sure you find the password for your hotspot when you are doing the connection to the Wi-Fi. That can enable you to be able to connect your hotspot to the other phone Wi-Fi successfully. Finding password for your phone hotspot is not all that difficult. A lot of you might not need this, but I'm actually explaining this to the newbies. Find the hotspot password, go to the hotspot area like I'm here, walk into details. Sometimes you see it right here. Sometimes you need to press the hotspot name and you can find the password right there. There is no other place that you're going to get the hotspot password. That's why I say you should walk through right here and you're going to find it out. Now, this is how the connection is done. After seeing the hotspot name of the player 1 to the player 2, I need to tap on that and wait for it to be connected successfully, since there's no password for me to type in. Bro, I can still see that you have not subscribed yet, so do it now, subscribe now. If it is connected successfully, close these windows. Then open up your PSP emulator. You can use any of the PSP emulator. You can use the gold PSP emulator or you can use the blue PSP emulator. Any of them will still work. But make sure you are on the latest version. After launching out the PSP emulator, we will now base on the player 2, which was the phone that will on the Wi-Fi when we were doing the connection. Now follow up these options. Hit on the settings. Now tap on the networking and on these options. And now click on Change Pro Ad-Hoc server IP address. At this moment, tap on the toggle list. Now you can see the IP address for the connection. Tap on that. You can see at the bottom there. So you have to click on that and click on OK. After doing this, let's pick the player 1 phone. Then we have to do the same settings. Click on settings, tap on the networking, then you on up these options that we did on the player 2. Click on Change Pro Ad-Hoc server IP address. Now copy and write the IP address from the player 2 to player 1. Sorry, I don't need to tap on the toggle list. Just tap on delete all. Then type in the IP address you are seeing from the player 2 to the player 1. I already said sorry, I mistakenly tap on the toggle list for the player 1. You don't need to tap on that. The IP address I'm typing right now is from the player 2. The numbers that you are seeing below of the phone that I'm holding right now, don't think that's what I'm typing in. If you get to this point, it's not necessary to tap on the toggle list of the player 1. So you can see the IP address that I wrote on the top there. So I actually copy it from the player 2 to the player 1. You can see it at the top there. They are all same. You have to check it to know whether it is correct before you continue. It's the same thing. So we need to close these windows right now. Then launch up the games. It's not necessary to launch the games at the same time. You can launch them one after the other. Now that our game is opened, this is the next step. Follow these steps right now. Let's open the execution mode. Then select the Ad-Hoc. Now press on match room, which means that's the player 1. Then secondary will do same to the player 2 phone. Ad-Hoc. On the player 2, we need to select search for match room. Yes, so you see the name from the player 1 to the player 2. You see it has appeared, Emmanuel. So you need to click on OK to select it. Let's select to next match. And when you get to this point, this shows your connection is now successfully done. As you all can now see, whatever that I'm doing on the player 1 is now reflecting on the player 2. And also on the player 2, whatever that I'm doing is now reflecting on the player 1. So this is it. After choosing the teams you want to use for the match, this is where we change the keys we want to use for the match. This is so friendly. And here we change game time, the ball, and some little things. And here is where we make out our formation, like substitution and the rest. Since we are on tutorial, we don't need to waste time here. Let's head into the pitch and have a game play of friendly match. So we are now on multiplayer. You want to play with a friend, this is the time. The game is now set for you to start play against with your colleagues. Peter Durari will say the match has now started. And guys, what is next?
What is next is to play the game.